June 13th, 1999, Headingley, Leeds. The cricketing world held its breath as Australia faced South Africa in a clash that would be etched into history. This wasn't just a match, it was destiny. And in one single, heart-stopping moment, destiny slipped right through Herschelle Gibbs' fingers. They say catches win matches, but today we'll see how a dropped catch can lose tournaments. 1999, England was the host of the World Cup, gathering 12 nations, 42 matches, and one massive battle for cricket's ultimate prize. But this time, it wasn't just about wins and losses. The organizers cranked up the drama with a brand new format, the Super Six. Here's how it worked. The top 3 teams from each group advanced, carrying points from the earlier games, and now faced off against the best from the opposite group. It was do or die every match, and only the top 4 would make it through to the semi-finals. And then, there was South Africa. They came prepared. Lance Klusener was smashing balls to all corners of the field. Allan was delivering thunderbolts. And Gibbs? He was electric. South Africa stormed through to the Super Six, securing their semi-final spot with ease. They weren't just a team, they were a force of nature. This year, it really felt like destiny was on their side. Australia, meanwhile, found themselves on thin ice. Heading into the Super Six clash against South Africa, they faced a harsh reality: win or go home. It was all or nothing for the Aussies, with everything on the line in this make or break showdown. South Africa had nothing to lose, but sometimes, it's the games where you have nothing to lose that take the most from you. Because for South Africa, this was the game that would cost them everything. South Africa batted first, and they put on a show. Herschelle Gibbs was the star of the day, playing with flair, confidence, and the kind of swagger that made you feel that the game was already in the bag. His bat flashed across the pitch as he knocked boundary after boundary, and the scoreboard climbed. Gibbs crafted a brilliant century, 101 of 134 balls. With support from Daryl Cullinan and late-order heroics from Jonty, Rhodes and Lance Klusener, they posted a solid 271 for 7. It looked like a winning total, and South Africa's fans were already celebrating. But the gods of cricket had other plans. Australia's chase started in shambles. Within 12 overs, they were 48 for 3. The top order had crumbled. Adam Gilchrist, Mark Waugh, Damien Martyn, all gone, back to the pavilion, and the Aussies were staring at a looming exit. The pressure was mounting, but then out walked Steve Waugh. Not a hint of panic in his eyes, not a trace of worry, just that quiet, steely resolve. If Australia had any hope of a miracle, it was in the hands of this man. Little did anyone know, this was the moment everything would change. Steve Waugh, alongside Ricky Ponting, began rebuilding. Slowly, steadily, they dragged Australia back into the match. The score reached 149 for 3, and then the moment arrived. Lance Klusener, South Africa's trump card, bowled a length ball to Waugh, who flicked it towards mid-wicket, straight to Gibbs. A simple catch, the kind Gibbs had taken hundreds of times before. Gibbs clutched the ball, but in his eagerness to celebrate, he threw it up just a second too soon. The ball slipped through his fingers and fell to the ground. 1 second of celebration, 1 split second of fate, and the catch was gone. And then, according to cricket legend, Steve Waugh looked Gibbs in the eye and delivered the line that would haunt him forever. How does it feel to drop the World Cup, Herschelle? Did he really say it? The stories vary, but it didn't matter. The damage was done. With a second life, Steve Waugh unleashed fury. He batted with purpose, with vengeance. Boundary after boundary, it was like he was sending a message with every run. You gave me this chance, and I'm going to make you regret it. He finished on an unbeaten 120, guiding Australia to victory with surgical precision. And as the South African team walked off, they knew they'd let something crucial slip away. 4 days later, destiny had one more twist. The semi-final. South Africa versus Australia again. This time, there would be no second chances. Whoever won would go to the final. And for the Proteas, it was a shot at redemption. Australia batted first, posting a modest 213. South Africa's chase started well, but soon, it all came down to one man, Lance Klusener. With every swing, every boundary, he clawed South Africa closer. It all came down to the final over. First 2 balls, 2 boundaries. It seemed all but over for Australia. 1 run needed, 1 wicket in hand. Klusener at the crease. The stadium was a cauldron of tension. And then, Klusener hit the ball and took off. Certain the game was theirs. But Donald, paralyzed by the pressure, did not run. Klusener was halfway down the pitch, screaming for him to move. But in the blink of an eye, it was too late. The stumps were broken, the match was a tie, and Australia went through on a technicality. And just like that, it was over. A match they could have won twice, and they left it all behind. If the Gibbs drop was a crack in their spirit, the Donald turnout shattered it. Australia did not just stop there. They went on to the finals. And they crushed Pakistan to become the 1999 World Cup champions. And since 1999, South Africa has suffered a string of heartbreaking World Cup exits. But the drop by Herschelle Gibbs remains one of the most infamous moments in cricket history. If Gibbs had held on to that catch, who knows? Australia might have lost, setting up a Pakistan-South Africa showdown in the final. Maybe South Africa would have celebrated their first ever World Cup win. Or perhaps Pakistan would have lifted the trophy for a second time. Australia's future could have looked entirely different. A dynasty disrupted before it even began. So guys, that's it for today's video. But don't go anywhere just yet. Want to see just how good was Allan Donald? Or how Jonty Rhodes changed fielding forever? Just click on one of the videos popping up on your screen now. Don't forget to like, share or subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, keep watching this beautiful game. See you soon.